A major test is about to expose the true competitive order in Formula One. The Belgian Grand Prix could become a turning point with battery management, reliability and new technical updates, putting several top teams under enormous pressure. And for some of them, this weekend could define the rest of the season. One of the biggest concerns surrounds energy management. Spa-Francorchamps features long flat-out sections where recovering battery charge is extremely difficult. Drivers are expected to carefully choose where to deploy electrical power, especially on the Kemmel Straight and toward Blanquimont. While many fear a repeat of Silverstone, where several cars struggled with depleted batteries, there is still hope the situation may not be as dramatic as some predictions suggested. This changes everything. Another storyline is Andrea Kimi Antonelli's response after a difficult run of races. Despite mechanical failures in Barcelona and Silverstone, his lead over George Russell has been reduced significantly. Spa also brings back painful memories after his disappointing performance there last year. However, the Mercedes rookie arrives much more experienced and confident, making this a perfect opportunity to prove that recent setbacks were only temporary. And this is where the situation becomes serious. Max Verstappen faces perhaps his toughest Belgian Grand Prix in years. Spa has always been one of his favourite circuits, but Red Bull enters the weekend under heavy pressure. Battery management remains a weakness, while the controversial rotating rear wing continues to receive close attention from both the FIA and Red Bull engineers following the failures seen in Austria and Silverstone. With speculation about Verstappen's future refusing to disappear, another frustrating weekend could raise even more questions. Ferrari also arrives with something to prove. Although the team has won 2 of the last 3 races through Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc, doubts remain about whether that pace can be consistently maintained. Spa should provide a much clearer picture of Ferrari's true level against Mercedes, especially as the Italian team prepares specific rear-end modifications to compensate for its power deficit. Meanwhile, Mercedes must finally solve the reliability problems that have hurt both Russell and Antonelli. That's the real issue. Further down the grid, another important battle is unfolding. Racing Bulls have steadily closed the gap to Alpine after successful upgrades introduced earlier this season. Alpine, on the other hand, has struggled to extract performance from its latest developments, with Franco Colapinto recently describing the A526 as simply too slow. If Racing Bulls continue their momentum in Belgium, they could complete a remarkable turnaround in the midfield fight. With so many technical questions still unanswered, Spa could completely reshape expectations before Formula One heads into its summer break. Battery management, Ferrari's development, Mercedes' reliability, Red Bull's rear wing investigation, and Verstappen's future all collide at one of the fastest circuits on the calendar. And it may not stop here. What happens this weekend could influence the championship far beyond Belgium. What's your take on this situation? Share your opinion below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Formula One updates.